Hello and welcome back to part 2 of Full Health Heavy Weapons. Nearly everybody out there does, bloodied builds. I've done a fair few bloodied builds myself, but this one is from my full health character. It's also a fairly early build as well. I've not built up all of my extra special cards yet. I'm on level 381, so I've completed the main part of the quest, and I've been playing it for a little while, but not as advanced as my other characters. So let's have a little look-see. So in part 1 we covered the build and stuff like that. So part 2, let's have a look at the weapons and the armour I am using on a full health heavy build. Now nearly everyone goes for secret surface armour, and indeed I played the first half of this character with secret service armour. But then I thought, well, there's actually an armour specifically built for full health characters. So let's have a look what we're wearing. Let's pop over to armour. This stuff is, if I quickly do this, this is the solar armour. The solar armour has a lovely set bonus. It regenerates your HP for you and nearby teammates while your health is above 60%. So as long as you've got the full set of 5 pieces, that's chest, 2 arms, 2 legs. As long as you've got that on, yeah, it constantly recharges your health as long as you were above 60%. Which leads me to just a quick review of the cards. Just over here in agility, Born Survivor. So if you fall below 40% health, you will automatically use a stim pack every 20 seconds. Now the good thing about that is a stim pack will knock you back up above 60%, where your solar armour will then carry on healing you until you are back to full health. It's pretty much a win-win situation. Just going to adjust some of these cards back because I was just at an event where critical savvy was necessary. So I'm going to pop that back on. I'm going to stick around. Well, better criticals, that means your criticals hit harder, and critical savvies mean when you use a critical, you don't use up so much of your criticals. I'm not really that bothered, so I'm going to stick on critical savvy so I don't use all my critical up in one go. Right, so there's your armour. You've got solar armour, which is good for the full health. Now, I'm not going to use advanced guns, and I'm not going to use or show guns that are no longer available and can't be gotten by new players. So let's have a little look at some of the best heavy weapons you can have as a full health player. Well, right in front of us, you already see my first choice. This is the This is the Aristocrat 50 cal. Now all my weapons at the moment are Aristocrat because, as you see, I have 36,847 in caps. So as long as you're above 29,000 caps, Aristocrat gives you 50% extra. So as a full health character on heavy weapons, it's one of the best ones. And I say one of the best ones. We'll go through some of them as we go through. So we have the Aristocrats 50 cal. I bought this off somebody's shop, their vendor bot that they had in their camp. So this one is, it's Aristocrat, so it gives you up to 50% as long as you've got the caps for it. Its bullets explode for 20% weapon damage, and the weapon breaks 50% slower. That pretty much is a god roll for this style weapon, because bullets exploding breaks the weapon so much quicker. So weapon breaks 50% slower, is a very nice one for this weapon. The only other one that you could have, if you don't get the bullets explode for 20% weapon damage, get the 25% faster fire rate. Bullets are not a problem anymore in this game. So yeah, bullets explode for 20% weapon damage or 25% faster fire rate on this weapon. I do particularly like exploding bullets though, and if you can get an exploding bullet one, go for it. Then we have an Aristocrat Holy Fire. Holy Fire is a weapon that you can get in either Safe and Sound or Beasts of Burden, one of those two. When that one pops up, just join them, and I'm not sure which one gets it, but it's definitely one of those two. It's a unique flamer. Instead of the red flame, it has a blue flame, and it's one of the unique weapons you can actually re-roll, and when you re-roll it, you still get the unique. Now, what makes this unique above other flamethrowers are awesome, by the way. On them, you can get 3 nozzles. Standard, which gets you this long flame. Suppressed, I think, something like that, which gives you a medium length flame, and vaporized, which gives you a short length flame. As you use those, the power goes up. But this one has a full length flame, but has the strength of the medium strength flame. Might not be making much sense there, but if you are used to flamers and you've built yourself a flamer and you've looked at the nozzle options, you will know what I mean. But forget normal flamethrowers. If you can do, as I said, either Beast of Burden or Safe and Sound until you get a Holy Fire, you will just start using that one instead. Holy Fire, though, you can't change its appearance. You can change most of the things on it. Let's have a look. So, Holy Fire. I've got napalm tank on it. Standard barrel. Don't really need the long barrel on this thing. Never needed it. And the huge propellant tank. As you see, you cannot change the nozzle. You get what you get. So this one I have Aristocrat again. This one does have 25% damage while aiming. It's not as good as 25% faster fire rate, because 25% damage whilst aiming only gives you a 25% buff on its base rate. So in reality, it only gives you about 10% extra. But 10% extra I'll take, thank you very much. And what I particularly like on heavy weapons is the 90% weight reduction, because flamethrowers are damn heavy. This one would be 24, but for some odd reason it's only 2.4. Not understanding that one. What else do we get? So we've got the 50 cal, which is a very easy weapon to get hold of. We've got the Aristocrat's Holy Fire. We have a 2-shot auto grenade launcher. Very good weapon to have. On all launchers, I have done a launcher build. Please check it out on my page. On all launchers, always go for 2-shot, because it just improves that explosion. It does so well. You can get 25% faster fire rate on this one. This one is a 50% limb damage, and once again, it's a 90% weight reduction. This one is actually a nuka launcher. There you go, nuka victory. It was a prize, I do believe, on season 15 scoreboard. But in reality, it's just a slightly more peppy 2-shot auto grenade launcher. So for the sake of this video, I'm just calling it the 2-shot auto grenade launcher. Always carry a grenade launcher with you. All you need on your cards is, let's go back to cards, Bare arms does affect it. It does make it lighter. That's why my flamethrower only weighs 0.24, because bare arms also takes another 90% off. So the 90% takes it down to 2.4, another 9% takes it down to 2.4. So as you say, weighs virtually nothing. So bare arms does affect launchers. But the one you really want is Demo Expert to beef up those explosions, and Grenadier to make those explosions bigger, spread out the explosive area of effect. Some more weapons that are easy to get hold of. Now you may wonder, where'd you get these weapons? I pretty much just pick them up at people's camps. I just wander around, I check to see if they've got any weapons for sale, and I pick them up. Most people are buying blooded, so quite a few people sell off the aristocrats because they're not quite so wanted as the blooded ones. So 2-shot grenade launcher, I mean, 3, 4, 5,000 caps gets you one of these. It's not that expensive, and by then once you've been playing the game enough, you're hitting 40,000 caps and just buying rubbish just to get rid of the caps half the time. So we have covered the 2-shot auto grenade launcher. 2-shot important on that one. Aristocrat. Now, a good one on energy weapons, if you can't get Aristocrat, is anti-armor. Energy weapons work quite well with anti-armor. Do not get a 2-shot. It's rubbish. 2-shot for grenade launchers and other launcher type weapons. Maybe 2-shot on explosive bullet weapons. But on energy weapons, you want Aristocrat or you want anti-armor if you're a full health character. We've done the 50 cal. 50 cal is your pretty much your everyday weapon. It shoots bullets nice and fast, destroys things nice and fast, and the bullets are easy to get for it. Always carry a shovel. There are certain missions that involve you to dig out graves. Plus some missions want you to bash stuff. So just carry around a shovel and you are sorted on both of those. Back to energy weapons. We have a Gatling plasma. Once again, dead easy to pick up at players' camps. Pick one up, mod it, and re-roll for the effect that you want. This one I've gotten on it. It's an aristocrat. 50% critical damage is a bit of a pointless star because I don't use the critical damage. I would have much preferred 25% faster fire rate or 25% whilst aiming, in that order of preference. But once again, I've got the 90% weight reduction, which is why I'm keeping this one, which has allowed me to put the rifle barrel on it and the beam focuser, which are quite heavy. So this is another weapon. So these are about 29 in weight. 90% weight knocks it down to 2.9, and of course I've got the bare arms, which has knocked it down to 0.29. Weighs nothing. And here's another good one for an everyday wander around weapon. The reason why I call it everyday weapon, you got spin-up weapons, which are really good against scorches and big creatures, that it doesn't matter how long they spin up. And then you got the non-spin-up weapons that are really good against the smaller stuff and the stuff that you want to shoot quickly. So this is a light machine gun. Once again, easily found in other players' camps. You can find the plans for it. I'm sure there's many guides on Tinternet to find one of those. This one, once again, it's an aristocrat. Once again, it is a bullet exploding. This one on the 3rd star, I have got damage resistance whilst aiming. I do actually aim with this particular weapon, so that's not a wasted star. And it's not as heavy as the spin-up weapons, so it doesn't matter, it doesn't have the 90% weight reduction on it. Talking about heavy weapons, we have the high-speed minigun. So this one is aristocrat once again, bullets exploding once again, minus 20% action point cost. Yeah, that's a bit of a wasted star. Once again, I would have preferred 90%, but it's difficult to get an exploding one of these aristocrat. So yeah, you get the 3rd star you get. Once again, I bought this one from another player. I have put on it the accelerated barrels, and that's pretty much it, really. Oh yeah, I mean, 25% minus action cost means I can actually aim with this one in VATS and shoot for a few seconds. As long as you've got your company T on, your points refresh quite quickly on this one. We got any other ones left to go through? Oh, then we've got a Gatling laser. This particular one is an ultrasight Gatling laser. Once again, I bought it from another player. I get most of my guns from other players. Very rarely have I managed to roll a good one myself. Normally I roll, stick it in the scrapper, and then I find a perfect one in another player's camp. So, yay. So let's have a look at this one. This one is a 25% weapon speed. Very nice for a Gatling laser. They're quite fast shooting anyhow. I have put on it the refined beta wave. That gives you from 500 to 600 capacity, and it will set things on fire for a tiny bit of extra damage. Looks nice, tiny bit of extra damage. And unfortunately with this one, it does make me go invisible when I hit other characters, so that can be quite disconcerting, but you get what you get. Well then, let's go and have a look at what's happening in the world. Let's stand up. Right, that's one of the things with solar armor. The armor which we're wearing today. Where was that? When you can't re-roll it. I believe when you make it, you get what you get. So unless you really want to keep making armor piece upon armor piece upon armor piece, once you get some decent results, you're okay. I mean, what we got there? We've got an auto stim. Well, I'm a full health character, so auto stim is good. I have a chameleon. That's when you're kneeling down, you're invisible. I have an overeaters. You quite clearly see my water and food isn't full there, but if it was, that would give me some extra protection. I got a troubleshooters. That protects me against robots. Some of those robots do have some particularly nasty weapons on them. And we've got a hunters, which, what does it tell me? Animals. So, bears and the such like that kill you quite quickly. The one that protects you against insects is a good one as well, because them damn cave crickets kill you damn fast. Right, well we've already seen a flamethrower, so let's go and muck around in. Let's see. Let's go to where everyone goes. Let's go and have a look in West Tech. Let's go take on some super muties, and we'll show you the beauty of the day-to-day weapons, the non-spin-up weapons. We might give some of the spin-up weapons a go as well, just to show you what they do. But this is the non-spin-up stuff. So let's check. We've got our stuff on. So we've got Bloody Mess for a bit of extra damage, Starch Jeans, Class Freak, Critical Savvy. Yeah, that'll do. As I say, if you want to see the full build, just watch part 1. So this is the flamethrower, aristocrats. Bye bye. Get rid of him. Bye bye. Quick spin around. And as you see, the flamethrower's got a nice bit of range on it. My armor's doing a nice job there of re-healing me. As soon as I get shot, I'm being re-healed. Right, that's the flamethrower. We all know what a flamethrower looks like. What should we pop on next? Let's have a look at what Mr. 50 Cal can do. Now this one you can use in VATS. And you can use it whilst aiming. Heavy guns I actually prefer to aim. And then get rid of that stupid, annoying stuff. And then let's search the bodies for bullets and the such like. Quickly run back over here. Pick up that. Canned dog food. It's good for you. Right then, so let's pop inside and see what we can do against the inside mutants. Now they're usually level 75 or level 100, so this should showcase some of these exploding bullet guns quite nicely. Also, when you're not a blooded build, you don't really have to worry too much about killing yourself with exploding weapons. That's another nice one. So that's a level 100 dealt with nice and quick. Usually a doggo and a mutie runs out of this door to see what the hell's going on. Clip's eyes. 250. Can't see what the hell's going on. Now if you find you're getting blinded, just pop over here and remove your grenade card. There you go. You don't really need that much splashback. Oh God. There you go. It makes the game a bit more bearable as well. Doesn't help though if everyone else has got it on. They have yet to build in a remove explosions for everyone. Right, and that is got my ass chewed then. Yeah, I do want to pick that up. Thank you. Let's have a look at that light machine gun now. One of my particularly favourites. Light machine gun. This weapon's drawback. You really need to get a quad exploding on this weapon. It shoots a hell of a lot of bullets very quickly, and you only have a clip of 75. Well, here you go. Wow. And what was the special about it? This one, I think, you get protection whilst aiming as well. So boosts your protection. But as you see, look at that. I've not used a stim pack and I'm still on full health. Other weapons that you can use as a full health character. Junkies. If you don't mind the downside of managing your addictions to whatever it is you've decided to become addicted to. So that's your light machine gun. Let's do one more over there. It does the job. Right, let's have a look at some of these spin-up weapons that we were talking about. Now, I tend to prefer to use the spin-up weapons in armour, and I shall explain why. Let's go for... Which one should we go for? Let's go for a 50 cal. 50 cal? Aristo Gatling plasma. Now they spin up, which means you are... That's what I mean by spin up. It's a few seconds. So you got to be ready. But it's melty when they do die. Now the reason why I like to be in armour with this one... Right. Oh God. Great. Let's pop some armour on and have a look. And I'll explain. So I've got some T51 armour. This is pretty much... God. Go away. So this is some starting armour. T65 later on in the game. But I do think T51 is the strongest. I also have the steel mill helmet on. That gives you slightly better energy, radiation, etc. protection. Let's pop a core in there. Give it a few seconds, otherwise you get that horrible thing where you're stuck outside your armour and it's damn annoying. Hopefully the next patch... Oh, I didn't mention, I am recording this with... Let's have a look. Challenges. We are now 20 hours and 36 minutes away to the map expansion and the next season. Woot woot, cannot wait. That's why I'm getting this out of the way now, because literally every video from tomorrow onwards will be about the new expansion. So let's get some of the older stuff done. Right, why I like spin-up weapons in armour. 2 reasons. Over here, you can get rid of battery included and pop on. Where's it? Stabilize. In power armor, heavy guns gain excellent accuracy and ignore 45% armor. Yes, please. I'll be having that one. So now your gun is not only an aristocrat, it's an anti-armor gun as well. So let's see what that does. So the more armored... Vaporized. The more armor you have, the better. Now with power cores as well, power core weapons, I hate the fact that if you reload by accident, you end up with loads of half-filled power cores. So I only ever carry 3 with me. So I use all 3 up, then swap the weapon out. And that's with these ones. You got him. And bye-bye. So yeah, so if I reloaded this gun now, I'd have a half-empty plasma core. So I'm going to swap to a different weapon. But that doesn't happen. And I'll explain. Where's it gone? Have I got... Ah. There you go, let's have it just in alphabetical order. All the stuff you want to use, put a little star at the front. Right. Gatling laser. This one is different. If you have a... Okay, that's weird. If you have a core recharger at your camp, only part use these cores, then reload, then redo the cores, or charge the cores up when you get back to your camp. So this is another annoying spin-up weapon. As you see, set him on fire as well. So, oh hello. Yeah, there you go. Setting me up, turning me invisible. Now the thing is, contextual ammo doesn't work with this gun because you very rarely pick up cores. Most of these guns are available quite early on in. Oh well. Got a legendary. It's only a 1-star though. So the burn on these things don't do much. It's not like a cremator. Now the reason why I'm not mentioning cremator on this one is because come tomorrow, if you're new to the game, and so what's that, June 11th 2024, so if it's now June the 12th or beyond June the 12th 2024 and you have no access to season 16 scoreboard, I don't know where you're going to get the cremator from. In the same way that you can no longer get the nuka launcher, you can only get the 2-shot faster fire rate launcher instead. I think we've covered all of the weapons there quite nicely. So we have done Aristocrat Gatling Plasma. Aristocrat or anti-armor for one of those. We have we haven't done the high-speed minigun. So this is the last one. This is the bread and butter of all high-speed weapons. I have put the accelerated barrel on this one, so it gets through bullets so fast, but the 5mm, oh my good God, I've got like 10,000 of them. So I'm good. So let's have a quick load. Clunk, clunk, and it's loaded. This one's spin up is quite long, but let's go. Yeah. Per bullet, the damage is really quite low. But yeah. It destroys everything you pointed at. And that's without aiming. Boom, threw it right over there. I think we have 2 more things to tidy up. A doggo and that chappie there. Its range is really good as well. Look at that. Oh, perfect. So let's go back through there. Make sure we've done everything. So, we've done the Aristocrat Gatling Plasma. If you can't get Aristocrat, get an anti-armor. We've done Aristocrat high-speed minigun. This one has got exploding bullets. If you can't get exploding bullets, get 25% faster fire rates. It just obliterates everything. We have an Aristocrat ultrasight Gatling laser. Same thing. If you can't get Aristocrat, get anti-armor. If you can't, and go 25% faster fire rate. If not that, 25% whilst aiming is a good one to go for. We have a 50 cal. Once again, Aristocrat. Now, anti-armor works nicely with one of these as well. Explosive bullets, very good, or 25% faster fire rate, except no other on those two. Aristocrat Holy Fire. Anti-armor, once again, works really well on that one. 25% faster fire rate. I think this one's 25% whilst aiming. It's good enough. Aristocrat light machine gun. And once again, I have the exploding bullets. Now this one shoots so fast. If you get the faster fire rate one, you are going to be blowing through bullets faster than you can fill that damn thing up. And yeah, you'll just be hunting for bullets for it constantly to feed it. So explosive on that one, particularly good. 25% whilst aiming. I wouldn't normally recommend that, but it fires so fast already. You don't need 25% faster fire rate. So exploding bullets or 25% whilst aiming is a good one on that one. The nuclear launcher, or as I'm calling it, the 2-shot auto grenade launcher. It's a launcher, you want 2 shots. Let's pop that one on because we haven't covered that one yet. Just to show you what it does. So that's the last of the weapons. So this is a 2-shot. Now the best one for this one is 25% faster fire rate. This one comes naturally with 25% faster fire rate, but you can recreate the nuclear launcher simply by having a 2-shot, 25% faster fire rate, 90% weight. Here goes. And my particular favourite. And this thing can shoot so far. Yeah, so that is if you are a full health heavy user, in or out of armor. Those are the weapons you want to be looking to carry around until you get the more advanced stuff like the I don't know, more of the advanced weapon, like a cremator if you've managed to get hold of one, or anything that you can get out of vaults. Dun dun dun. Vault 94 weapons. But if you haven't completed and done the final mission yet, that's why I didn't show you any Vault 94 weapons in this particular guide. And finally, let's have a look at my power armor. So let's climb out my power armor and show you what I've got. Now I've done a power armor guide before, There's two ways you can go. You can go what people call the Slayer's armor. So that is, you can have an exterminator for the insects, you can have hunters for the animals, you can have mutant slayers for your mutants, you can have troubleshooters for the robots. Work out which one you're going to be facing the most and mix and match. So on here I've got, and the reason why I've got these, because I didn't really pay much attention to the first star. What I went for is the second star. 75% chance to reduce damage by 15% whilst not moving. A lot of the time when you are in events wearing power armor, you're pretty much standing still shooting your heavy guns. So you get what they call Sentinel, the 75% chance to reduce damage. So this one's insect, that one's insect, but once again, that one's also receive less explosion damage. Also another important one. So it's Sentinel and less explosion. This one is a Sentinel again, and it has fire resistance. Mutant Slayer, so mutants have 15% extra or less damage to me. Pumps up my strength, which is nice when you're wearing armor. And the effectiveness of stim packs and radaway works. Wouldn't want that on a bloodied character, but on a full health character, yes. Then we have overeaters. If you are fully fed and fully watered, it reduces your damage. Oh, sorry, let's just pop that back out again. Where were we? Overeaters. Yeah. Yeah. So as long as you're fully fed and fully watered, it reduces you by 6%, which is nice. So both, if you had an entire 5-piece set, that's 30% damage resistance to everything. So yeah, that would be good. So I've got cryo resistance, which means that not good, and damage taken whilst blocking. Yeah, not particularly a good piece. I'll probably re-roll that at some point. I am trying to get Sentinel on all the pieces. And then we've got another Overeaters. This one's got fire resistance, which is nice. Food and chemicals are reduced, which is nice. And of course it's Overeaters again. So those two pieces of Overeaters, as long as I'm fully fed and fully watered, I've got 12% damage reduction to everything. And it's damage reduction. So that's a more important one than damage resistance. You want damage reduction. And then, as I said, I've got the Steel Mill 51B helmet that you get while completing the last mission on the way to Vault 96. It just ups your damage resistance, your radiation, and your energy resistance, I believe. And it looks fairly cool as well. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have been Nomadic Moth, or at least my character's called Nomadic Moth. So the next video I'm going to be making will be in Season 17. And there will be 1 million of those videos out there with everyone going through the new portion of the map. And when I say new portion of the map, we're talking they are filling the Shenandoah Park. All down here. All to do with, I do believe, that vault just there. I wonder if they're going to integrate that a bit more. We'll see, and I wonder if that's going to stay there as well. Jason's Acres. We shall soon see. Right then, I'll see you all in the next one, and I'll see you all in Season 17. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button and leave me a like, just so I know I'm doing the right sort of content. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.